Now the next one I wanted to talk about was the Clippers, and it's pretty interesting how like there's like certain things about the Clippers in the sports media where I just feel like they're just making shit up just to like become just force locker room issues. I mean, usually like locker rooms, like the media does lie and stuff where they're just making shit up. And I mean, clearly right now there's, I mean, yeah, like what, Stephen A. Smith. I mean, this dude was talking some weird shit. I mean, this guy was saying that Kawhi Leonard was telling everyone, yo, I want LeBron. He don't want to guard me. I can guard him. I mean, Lou Will was basically there like, goddamn, their social media like voice where he's just like responding to everything. You got Kendrick Perkins, like, don't get me started. Kendrick Perkins, bum ass. I mean, this dude is just talking some nonsense. I mean, this dude was saying that the Clippers only get up to play against the Lakers. I mean,
that's big cap.
I mean, relax, bro. Like, first of all, people already see this team in the Western Conference Finals already, and they see the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. So wouldn't you try to maybe, beat, your future, possibly, enemy team? And I mean, dude, the fact that these guys are top 3 right now, they're top 3 of inconsistent lineups, injuries, load management, everything. It just goes to show, like, dude, this team is crazy right now. Like, they have so much talent right now. I mean, look at the Lakers. I mean, they're kind of relying on talent right now. LeBron James, all time great. Anthony Davis possibly all time great in the future in the making. They're just beating teams off of talent right now. And I mean, just look at the Clippers. Like, dude, they're just so inconsistent, and they're still top 3. It just goes to show that, dude, they might possibly get the second and first seed, like once they come back. But anyways, you got guys like Nick Wright, talking shit about Kawhi Leonard. I mean, this was after the game where Kawhi didn't really do so well against the Celtics. I mean, Jason Tatum put up like almost 40 points on the Clippers, and you got Nick Wright saying that, oh man, look at him, he got locked down by Jason Tatum. He couldn't guard Jason Tatum.
This discussion, I'm told Kawhi Leonard, the reason he's in the discussion for the best player in basketball is because he does it on both ends of the court, which once upon a time was true, and now is true like it is for almost all great offensive players, except for Giannis. He picks his spots defensively because he has such a heavy workload offensively. He wasn't shutting anyone down yesterday. I'm told.
And he pulls up this comparison of Kawhi Leonard and James Harden.
If we got it, in the final 2, I mean, that's Kawhi, by the way, against the wounded Warriors. Harden against the healthy Warriors, at least healthy until the very last game and a half of the series. And, Harden, of course, played terribly in that series. Kawhi won Finals MVP. Harden's gotten clipped in everything but rebounding. And the final 2 games of the NBA Finals, Kawhi, I think, was 22 and 23 points, both on under 40% shooting.
I'm playing against the Warriors, and I find it really funny why that he'll put up that chart, because think about it, people who watch, the playoffs, and they look at it like, just look at the context. First of all, James Harden and the Rockets, the system is catered around James Harden, so of course he's gonna have way better stats than Kawhi Leonard. I mean, James Harden was putting up like 34, 6 and 8, some shit like that, and you got Kawhi Leonard averaging 29, 9 and 6 or something like that, so that sort. And I mean, just think about it, like James Harden had a chance to beat the Warriors on the Rockets home court, and he didn't. I mean, you got Kawhi Leonard, playing on a limpy, gimpy knee that he doesn't bring up. Obviously he just want to mess with the narrative. he put up 29, 9, and 6, like on like some gimpy narrative. I mean, not gimpy narrative, on some gimpy knee. And the system's catered to, it's not really catered to, it's just primary, just Kawhi Leonard isolating over and over again. You went through the offense, do Kyle Lowry, do Kawhi Leonard, spread it out with, Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, like you got Pascal Siakam, stuff like that. So if James Harden's the primary ball defender, of course he's gonna have better stats. So it doesn't make sense. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But I mean, he goes to show, dude, you're just saying stuff just to say stuff, man. It's pretty interesting how they just trying to find certain ways to like try to drive locker room issues. They're saying that Kawhi Leonard tries to like take certain days off because he doesn't want to play back to back because he wants to low match to the playoffs. Well, obviously this dude has an injury. Like, I mean, even in the article he had, like, this article stating that the NBA put out an injury report of him having a patella tendon issue. And Kawhi Leonard was like, oh shit, what the hell? Like, he was shocked that it came out, but I guess he was not surprised. Like, alright, whatever. So he is dealing with a real injury. So I understand why people are saying that he's not dealing with a real injury. He's dealing with an ongoing issue that will forever follow his career. And that's pretty much a shame because, dude, like, this ongoing issue, like, injury, like, he may not play like that long. Like, he may end up retiring, like, maybe he's like 20, he's 28 right now, I believe, 28, 29. He may retire in like 32 or 33. Like, dude, I mean, this dude's, it's an ongoing issue that will forever follow him. So it sucks, but I mean, Kawhi Leonard's trying to make the most out of his career and prolong it. So for him to do load management, dude, I'm cool with that shit. Like, dude, I like watching Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's the man. He's the best player in the game right now, and you have to put him either top 2 or top 2. I mean, at least top 3. I mean, this dude's the Finals MVP. He has to be, he has to be considered already. So we'll see. Now, following up with the Clippers thing, the Clippers, like, are you like a believer in the Clippers? I mean, think about it. Like, right now, they put up, like, these dudes are like playing super inconsistent stats. Like, they're starting 5, like, just hasn't had enough time to gel and create chemistry. Like, Paul George's been in and out due to injuries, shoulder issues, hamstring issues. Kawhi Leonard has like the patella tendon issues, like tendonitis and stuff. And Patrick Beverley's dealing with a groin issue right now. I mean, Landry Shamet earlier was dealing with some injuries. And think about it right now. With all those stuff, like, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have only played 572 minutes together this season. I mean, that's basically less than the minutes that, Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell played, together. Like, Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams, they played a lot of minutes, and just think about it, they're still top 3 in the West. Like, the West is pretty competitive. I mean, you gotta think, like, dude, the Clippers, like, dude, if they can get fully healthy, full chemistry issue, they'll be trucking these teams probably. Like, they played against the Sixers and the Celtics. They've lost close games. Like, I mean, it's interesting to see, like, certain, like, people who are riding with the Lakers, like, oh, check out, Kawhi Leonard, like, he can't lead this team onto the Celtics. The Clippers just lost to the Sixers. Dude, the Lakers lost to the Sixers. They got blown out by Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons had like a triple-double on the Lakers. I think he had like a 20-plus triple-double. Then you got the Celtics. The Celtics blew these guys out by 30. So I don't understand. Like, what are these guys talking about? But you gotta try to force certain narratives on the Clippers to like drive the team off the road, basically. I mean, recently they just traded Marcus Morris, and Marcus Morris was the number one option in the Knicks. This is actually like 40% from three or something. I mean, this dude's like a volume chucker right now, but he's doing pretty good from three, and this puts more like more depth and like chemistry stuff going on with the Clippers that they gotta figure out, and they have a lot of options. I mean, dude, the Clippers are for real, bro. And dude, like, I think once it comes March, April, I know they have like a week off because of the All-Star week, but they give this week off for Paul George, maybe even next week, and another week after that to get the hamstring back. Dude, once they get it together, like, they're gonna truck teams. But the thing is, do they really need like home court advantage? Because once they play the Lakers, like, dude, home court advantage doesn't really matter because, dude, they're both in LA. You got Lakers coming into the Clippers stadium, probably booing the Clippers. I mean, dude. So they're gonna be playing. Like, for me personally, I feel like they can match up really well against the Rockets. But the thing is, like, the Rockets might be a nightmare match for the Lakers. Like, the Rockets, they play pretty small and they play fast as hell, and they don't care. Like, dude, I mean, if the Rockets, the Rockets show that, dude, James Harden was playing like shit, and Westbrook scored 40, and they won. So, dude, it'll be an interesting matchup for that. But I feel like the Rockets would rather play the Lakers and then the Clippers because it's too much perimeter defenders, and the Rockets are basically a perimeter team. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the matchups in the playoffs come out to be. I mean, dude, Kawhi Leonard, man. I mean, dude, there's possibly talks about Kawhi Leonard, playing back to back. I mean, there was one interview he was talking about, possibly playing back to back. But the thing is, like, dude, like, he has talked to the doctor first, saying that, like, hey, we gotta make sure the body's all good, and if it checks out, possibly I can play back to backs. But I mean, this guy, this guy's really in the top three to a top 3 seed, and just being inconsistent lineups. And dude, the Clippers I feel like, dude, the Clippers are just gonna go on a run in March, in April, going towards the playoffs, and dude, it's gonna show like what they're truly capable of, like a sneak peek, and then we'll see. I mean, do I trust Kawhi Leonard? Absolutely. Do I trust Paul George? He's 50-50, but he's a great second option. I'd rather have him as a second option. I mean, Lou Williams, great. He doesn't really care about defense, this season, but when has he ever cared about defense? Really. Patrick Beverley's hurt, but he'll come back, I mean, in my opinion, the Clippers are the number one defensive team. Like, yeah, the Bucks are number one defense right now, but if you talk about potential of, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Patrick Beverley, Marcus Morris, I mean, dude, like, they got some great defensive pieces. Like, dude, you got 2 defensive caliber player of the year players, and you got basically 3 all NBA first team defenders. So it's gonna be a wild ride from the playoffs, and it'll be pretty interesting. They're still my pick for the championship, and this is coming from a Laker fan. They're still my pick to win the championship, but it remains to be seen, like, how healthy they'll get. I mean, health is a factor, but still, like, just watching them play, like, dude, this team's crazy.